So about the remark of the Sunaikan representative, I can only share this remark that indeed we lack speed in the reform and the review and so on. And in the same perspective, I heard some remarks about the fact that users are prepared to, and there is a market demand. The only thing that I would say about this is that the pity in the review process now is that if you are following the Parliament discussion and the Council discussion, you will see that there is a strong focus on institutional issues which are important, whether it is needed to create this new EU regulator or not, whether the ERG++ will be a new enhanced body of regulators of the ERG, whether the Commission should have a stronger say on remedies, all those harmonization processes. Of course, they are important and they could have an indirect effect on all issues, but it will be indirect. And what we would like to see as soon as possible is a strong commitment to encourage, to create incentives for investment and to at least inform about what kind of improvement we would see in this framework to encourage those investments in different areas. So about the remark of the Cisco representative. Yes, it is important to check what each technology is delivering. There are differences, obviously. Now, as some of our members have been reflecting, behind those choices, there are business models. And we know that if you are rolling out point-to-point technologies, fiber to the home, you will be able to deliver much more capacity. But as Emily said also, there is a question of ARPU. And just for your information, if you have not received it yet, as you know, certainly the Commission is preparing an NGA recommendation where we have been informed that some of the people of the drafting team think that actually it is not sure that customers would be ready to pay a big difference for paying the greater capacity that they will get. And they make a parallel with the UMTS issue. You know, it was very trendy. They said, okay, everyone was willing to offer UMTS services, but the reality of the market showed us also that users were not always ready to pay the difference for those services. So there is a calculation to make there. So it has to be in mind. On the interchangeable remarks on the financial investment of incumbents, I'd like to react that actually the capacity to invest of incumbents are not the same now than 20 years ago. It seems to be obvious as a remark, but it is clear that when you only have 40 or 45 or even 50% of the market, it is not the same than when you have 80% of the market. So it is clear that you will distribute your amortization differently. And that's the reason why all members, some of our members are really convinced that we need to take everyone on board to take up this challenge and to invest together. So it is not only the incumbents who have to invest. There was a remark from the regulator on geographic segmentation and also a remark from my friend Innocenzo on geographic segmentation. I think that the UK regulator, and I'm not the only one to think this, has made progress, real progress. But they progress from a very bad situation to a bad situation. So there is a progress. But the situation is still dissatisfying for some of the alternative operators there. So about the proposal of geographic segmentation, it is interesting to ask the question, why is it so? How comes that there was only this decision from the Ofcom regulator on geographic segmentation? Is it because there are so few differences in regional competitiveness, or is it because the EC methodology is difficult to apply? And we tend to think that it is the second option. The EC methodology is difficult to apply because they stick to those guidelines that regulators have some difficulties to take into account. So we think also, to come back on this point, that because you mentioned Dutch sharing and so on, then it is a question to share everything or nothing. We think that in Europe, the collectivist approach has experienced few success. So it was not really successful. So we think that sharing everything under the functional separation model is not the way forward.
Emily, you missed this because